Hello and welcome to the SaturdayMP show, episode number 43, being recorded mostly live April 29th, 2024. This is a show about shipping secure, high-quality software faster. And today we're going to do that, well, we're going to kind of exemplify that by continuing our upgrading a Migrator. This is part 3. If you watched the last two, I've kind of run into a couple problems upgrading this application, which are probably, I don't know, probably people watching the older version or the old videos are like, oh, there's such easy fixes, Chris. Do this, do that. So if you do see me doing something dumb, or you have a suggestion, feel free to throw it into the YouTube comments below, or send me an email to ask at SaturdayMP.com, SaturdayMP.com. You can also SaturdayMP.com. Yeah, you can also send me any questions or something if you want me to answer in a future video. If you're like, oh, I'm tired of watching you upgrade your, whoops, don't need to get up there. Upgrading your own work. I have a specific question to ask. I would like you to answer. Just go ahead and send that to me. I guess I should introduce myself too. My name is Chris. And yeah, I think let's just watch the previous videos. For those that are just jumping in right now, not ChatGPT, not the Microsoft Store. I keep clicking on the wrong crap. Well, mostly live, right? Migrator is an application that I wrote, oh man, almost 20 years ago to run Ruby on Rails like migrations, because there was no solution in .NET at the time, or there might have been, but maybe it wasn't that great. We used to use the Redgate SQL compare to migrate databases and stuff like that. I wrote this as an open source project many years ago because there was a private client project that I was working on at the time, and now 20 years later I'm working on that same client project again, and we're looking to increase the amount of releases done, and Migrator doesn't work currently with their current setup. They've upgraded their version of .NET, and the old version of Migrator relied on having SQL Server installed on the server you were running it on. But now there's NuGet packages. So you've got the old version, old videos. That's where we talked about some of that. So we're trying to update this to the same version that this application, kind of the .NET framework that they've standardized on, at least for now, for this private application, this client specific application, and just trying to get rid of all the dependencies that will require like SQL Server being installed. So instead of just have the NuGet packages. So we're trying to slowly update it, but we keep running into trouble. So we might just upgrade the whole thing here. We're trying to update just kind of one little thing at a time, but I keep running into trouble. So I think the first thing I'm going to do though, like we ran into a bunch of trouble trying to do this update. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo a bunch of these updates. And we're gonna start from scratch. So yeah, because last time we were updating this Microsoft Data SQL client, and this is what was causing issues. So I think I'm just gonna start from scratch here. So we're gonna keep a couple of these because I want to keep. I don't need the schema. That's just created by the schema migrations. But I do want to keep this just in case I want to run a migration later. So let's keep that. We'll keep the README. It just has some notes in it. Sure, we'll keep the schema anyway, but we can get rid of all of these. Okay, we'll just discard these. Yep. There, we're just kind of going back to ground zero. We just nuked everything. Oh yeah, and there's this use legacy runtime version. I wonder if this was causing me grief too. So, what did this do again? I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT. What does the setting in .NET do? Managed and unmanaged code. I did. Yeah, this application was built against .NET 2.0. I don't know why I had that turned on. That's interesting. Okay. So I think I would really love to get rid of this setting. So, okay, so we nuked everything. Everything's reloaded. Okay, so let's start this again, but let's update to right. So we tried to go to 4.6. I think let's just go right to 4.7.2, and then we'll update our SMO objects accordingly. So let's do that. Let's just try jumping right to this. Because that's the version we want to get to. So let's just try upgrading this version and then seeing if everything works, or somewhat works. And then let's try upgrading the SQL Server Management Objects. Okay, so this, and last but not least, this one. Okay. All right, so now let's clean that just to make sure there's nothing there. And let's rebuild it. Okay, I'm getting, that's fine. Okay, so now if I run, what are my problems? Oh, right. Where's the test? There. What happens if we run these? Are these going to pass? Oh, I have to start the, oops, where's my terminal? They're going to fail because the Docker container's not running. So let's go Docker hub. Oh, yes, I keep saying I'm going to create a Docker config file, but I never do. Maybe I should just do that right now. Is this the one I ran before? Yeah. Okay. So, what is, I'll have to, what is the best way to run it? I guess for now, let's just put this in the README so I don't have to go there every time. And then let's set, I don't know why that preview's not working. Okay. And then just put in 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Oh, dang it. I got rid of all these. Okay, so this needs to be localhost. I think it was UID equals SA and PWD equals whatever I want it to be. Okay, and then get rid of that. Okay. Password 1, 2, 3, 4. All the ports look great. Okay, so there's a command I can run. There, that created the database. Now if I go here and just refresh this guy, this Migrator app I think will go away. Oh, I think I keep changing the password. Oh, what did I set the password to? Oh, lowercase p. Whoops. Yeah, I think I've been changing the password every time. Okay, so there. So yeah, we tried updating like just slowly, one kind of small version at a time. That just kept giving us grief. So let's just try jumping as far ahead as we can go. That'll probably cause us grief too, but whatever. Let's just do it. Okay, so yeah, now there's no databases there. So now let's run, where's my unit tests? Let's run this again. Oh. Connection failure. Oh, right, I have to update these tests as well. Host. Let's try spelling that correctly. UID SA PWD equals. There we go. Try that once more. See if that works. Why are these ignored? Ignored, not supported. Oh, yeah, see why? It's just, why are some of these tests like in the new one? I wonder, my other thought is maybe Rider is just not dealing correctly with this old. How do I reload all the tests? That's the one I want. Yeah, like what that's weird that I have to set the framework in there. Maybe you can run it against multiple different frameworks. Okay, cannot load file. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so we ran into this problem before. So now let's update the SMO1 objects as well. So if we go here, whoops, sorry, nope. We want to go to just manage. Oh, where's my NuGet packages? There we go. So this is what we want to update. Maybe once we get all that running, we can update the version of NUnit or something like that too as well. Okay, that's good. This would be kind of embarrassing this work because that was like 2 videos of me flailing around. Packages vulnerabilities detected, that's fine. We'll get to those later. Okay, so upgrading these is going to cause some issues because this doesn't work anymore. So now we need to go want to using Microsoft.data and using Microsoft yes, data.SQL client. I think there's one more we have to fix too, if I remember correctly from last video. So let's see. Oh, I need a semicolon there. All right. Okay, there we go. There's the other one. Oh yeah, it was in the test there. So using, there we go. Yeah, and then we had this problem with this data row. This is what I don't understand. Data row could not be found. Like it finds a data set, but for some reason it can't find the data row, which is really baffling me. Import system.data.data row. So what version, let's see. So if we go look at our dependencies, So we have our Microsoft, oh, these are all the SQL Server ones. There we are. Data. We probably, okay, but does NuGet have a way to I thought there was a way to like clean up the unused projects. Oh yeah, remove. I wonder if this will work because it's not compiling now. We'll have to see. Well, okay, now this is starting to scare me. Let's see. We didn't make any crazy changes there. Okay. So we just added. Okay. So do we need to keep that? Oh, no. So if we did, let's look at my references here. We want Microsoft.data. Added. Right, so if I uncomment this error will go away, but I was getting that S and I error when I actually ran the application, right? Okay, so build, it's clean solution. And let's rebuild it. No, Microsoft.data.sql. There we go. Okay, so we still had one more in there. Okay, so that's great. Now if we run the test, will they pass? Let's see. I think this, oh, it failed like right away. Oh, failed to connect to localhost. All right, so we got a typo or something. Is it not running? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so now we have app config. Oh, it dumped a bunch of stuff in here. Is it UID PWD? Is that the correct format? Maybe that's wrong. Connection string. Oh yeah, right. Good old connectionstrings.com. Sure. I think this is what we want. Yeah, pwd uid. Okay. Password 1234. Oh, this should be a chain. All right, we're getting this goofy certificate issue thing. How do I ignore that? Go away. I don't want. How do I ignore that? Okay. Well, let's try. Let's see if ChatGPT can help us again. Trying to connect to SQL Server. I am getting following error. Oop. How do I? I should via connection string. Connection string. How do I fix this error? Sure. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I want. Thank you. So let's do this. Let's try that. Oh, whoops, I forgot a semicolon here. Extra one there. Try that again. Yeah, these schema writes I think will fail because they come back in a slightly different order, if I remember correctly. But these, yeah, okay, these are taking longer. That's good. All right, so let's see what happens here. So actually, while that's running, let's add this to the GUI connection string too. I wonder if because I wrote this GUI in a Windows form that it's acting all weird. There we go. Yeah, these fail, but they fail because, yeah, they came back in a slightly different. When I was running these, I think I was testing against SQL Server 2016, but these are 2022, so it might be coming back slightly differently, so that's okay. Okay, so that's all good. Now let's try running the GUI. So we don't have that old app config in there. So let's see if we get that SNI problem again. Okay, so my migration folder is desktop, right? Repos, Migrator, and I created a migrations folder. There we go. Okay, and then the schema, I think I just dumped it in the root. Migrator. Yeah, I just dumped it here for now. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so if I remember correctly, before we were able, Migrator test. We were calling this Migrator app. So let's create that database here. Localhost, I want to new database. Migrator app. And then Migrator app, I want to make sure this table exists. And then just double check, should be empty. Okay, good. So if we generate the schema, yes, we're getting this. Unable to load. So yeah, I wonder if this has something to do, because this is an old Windows Form app. Any suggestions on how to fix the below error message? I'm trying to. The DLL is included in your project. Maybe. Check for dependencies. Okay. The other thing we'll try here is we'll just try a quick search. Okay. This is a native. Make sure the .targets file is referenced in the applications. I don't understand 100% what that means. Yes, it's a native C++ library. Maybe I need to include that Microsoft Data SQL client in the reference the MDS package directly. Okay, so da, da, da. Da, da, da. Add a link. So we're not the only one that's had this problem. Download the file? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, adding a good package. Okay, well, let's try this. Okay, so I guess there's a couple ways we could try and fix this. I guess first let's try, okay, oh, so that's probably that unmanaged code part. Oh, okay. So when it was talking about that, it didn't have, where's my GUI one? There. When it was saying that it didn't have unmanaged code. So let's try a couple things. First of all, let's put this back here, and then let's set this to, I think last time too, I just left it at 4.6, so that was probably causing issues as well. So let's see now. So if we, oh, whoops. I'll have to type those in into the app config there. No, okay. That didn't fix it. So let's, I think it's migrations too. Let's try adding just a reference to it. So if we go, where's my dependencies? So if I look here, I'm already referencing, I should already be referencing the Migrator project, okay. But let's go micros dot the data. Okay, we try this one. Okay, so that's added. Migrations. Okay. Nope, still didn't fix it. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay. Check for platform target compatibility. They're all there. So what did these say again? Probably read the solution and just glossed right over it. I did directly in your executable project. Oh, it's a web form, but yes, this is a web form project. Create a new, yep. Oh, are they adding a NuGet? I'm just referencing the one. Should I reference the NuGet package? Oh, I wonder if I should just do that instead. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is there actually a NuGet package in there? NuGet Microsoft. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's requires, that's fine. I think it works with all the things. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that'll fix our problem. So let's just do it in manage NuGet packages. So if we go to installed, what are we searching for? Microsoft.data. So I'm assuming if I just install this one, oh, I have this installed into, oh, okay. Yes, I definitely want to. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't even realize I had that listed in these two. Because I just added a reference to it, but okay, let's just look at the one. What packages do I have installed? A whole bunch. Probably a bunch that I don't actually need. Oh, okay, so maybe what I need to do for this GUI is actually install that NuGet package in here. Microsoft.data. Just kind of disappointing though. You think the dependency on Migrator, I guess there's some issues that they can't do that, but whatever. Okay, so now let's see if this makes our problem go away. All right. Keep forgetting I go to the app config. Yes. Generative schema. Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. Oh, because I have a capital P. Oh, it's thinking. All right, that is a good sign. Oh, right. Okay. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now, if we change our migrations folder to desktop, repos, Migrator, migrations. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. It actually ran. We didn't get any errors. Oh, right on. Oh, okay. That is really good. Incorrect syntax near the last name. So, how do I somehow was able to, how did I see that, what that file was again? Yeah, like how view files. There we go. There's my schema. There's my migration. So I have a typo in the migration somewhere. Oh, I'm missing a comma. There we go. Use Microsoft SQL Server. That'd be great. Okay, so we have a comma problem there. So I think that'll fix it. Let's try this again. Oh, invalid column name version. Wait, what? Okay, did it add the actual? Let's see. Let's refresh you. Oh, DBO. There we go. Hey, there we are. So we got a problem with the is this columns version? Oh, versions. Oh, do I have a typo in that column name? Let's see. Version. Yeah, that's probably it. So let's change this to be rename version. What's going on here? Just do it, please. Okay. Let's clear that. And then, let's delete that migration again. So I think if we run, I don't think there'll be any migrations in here. Oh, there is one. Oh, what is it complaining about? It did put it in there. Where's my typo then? Values. Oh, so this probably succeeded, but if I go look at actual Migrator itself, and we go look at the migration, I create migration file. Oh yeah, we're version equals. Yeah, oh, okay, so this is probably where it failed. You got confused. Yeah, the script hasn't already. Yeah, okay, so this is where it would have failed. Why? Wait. Oh, that's just values. It didn't have the column name, so just dump it in the first column, and there's only one column, so that would have worked. Where this one queries for the actual name of the column. Okay, so let us clear out delete from schema migrations where version equals. Oops, just copy this. Equals that. Okay, so now there should be nothing in there. Perfect. And then this, just in case we ever create that again, let's put that to the right one. And then let's get rid of that customers table. Drop. And then we can run that migration again. So this isn't like a fully featured one, like a lot of Rails. What's going on? That took it seems to be taking a long time. Like a lot of the other migration tools have a lot of other more options to roll back things and stuff, but I just wrote this a long time ago and it was better than manually running all those migrations. That was such a huge pain. So my usual, I don't know, I think the database has grown quite a bit. I'll have to see, but my usual plan back in the day, because the database wasn't that big, was basically just back up the production database, run the migrations, assuming no errors happen, then you're all good. If an error happened, then you would restore the old production database, and then obviously roll back the code changes as well. Rolling back code changes was easy. And of course, this was all tested. We had a staging environment and everything too, so it wasn't like we're just running these blindly in production. We'd run it in staging, and then if everything worked at staging, you're pretty confident it's going to work in production. Although every once in a while there would be there was a DBA back in the day that would make changes to the production database, like add triggers and stuff like that. And I don't know if it caused any problem with migrations, but I do remember that they added a trigger that caused a slowdown in production, and I was getting complaints that this application, not Migrator, but this other client application I was working on, was running really slow for some reason. I think it was database lockouts and stuff, and I wasn't able to duplicate it in my development environment or in staging. And then I finally figured out in production that a trigger had been added that was locking tables or just causing all sorts of performance issues. So once we removed that trigger, we probably just cleaned it up. I don't remember the specifics. I just remember that they added a trigger, and it caused me a lot of grief because I spent a day or two trying to figure out why suddenly in production everything was just super slow. So all right, but anyway, back this, that was awesome. That's great that that all works. So what should be my plan now? I guess my plan should be, well, commit these changes, I guess, would probably be my plan, and then probably wrap this video up for now, because this is working. And then maybe next time we'll do some stuff like what was this, migrate to this package reference, I think, or whatever this new, I think there's a new format and stuff, so we'll do some of those updates later. But I am really happy with this, so that we got this working. So I guess the other thing, I do have a production release coming up, but I don't think we'll use it for this production release Migrator. Maybe now that I have this working, I'll experiment with on my local workstation with this client, which is a different one than this. This is my own private Windows. Like I have VMs for all my virtual machines for all my different clients. And then often I use Docker inside of those. I still use VMs for different clients. It just makes life easier, and there's no cross-contamination of data or code. And if you need to, like, if you're done with the client, you just delete the VM or archive it or whatever. Usually I delete it because most contracts say to get rid of everything when you're done with the client, return all documents and delete all code, blah, blah, blah. So you just delete the VM and problem solved. If I might work with them again, I'll archive it for a bit and then delete it later. But so yeah, so I think that's great. So yeah, and then I'll test this. I don't think I have an install package or anything. Maybe I'll have to anyway, I'll have to look. I can't remember how I used to, if I built an install package or anything, but I think you could just copy everything from this bin. Of course there's a console app too, but I'll have to test that. But what am I thinking here? Oh yeah, the bin. Yeah, you could just copy everything from the bin folder, I think. And there's a bunch of like I'm sure I don't know, for some reason we have an Azure core. Like, why the heck do I have that in there? So we'll clean some of that up and make that a bit smaller. So that's really exciting. That's just working. So I don't know. I hope I hope watching these last three. I think I'll do a fourth one. I don't know. We'll see. If you want to see the fourth one, you want to see more updates, throw some comments down below. Or if you have other questions you want me to answer, like I think if someone asks a question, that'll take priority. But this is great that I got this working. I don't know. I'm happy with myself. Pat myself on the back. So, okay. So, but first of all, let's commit some things. So, I don't want this. Oh, README. We'll update the README later. Okay. So we definitely want all of these things. Migrator GUI. That's fine. We'll just commit the app config and then we'll clean those up later. So, okay. So maybe before I do that, I will put one more thing in the README just so. Okay. Okay, so make sure that you install the Microsoft .data.sql client in the GUI, otherwise you will get a SNI DLL error not found. Okay, so I think, yeah, and I think I'm gonna wrap this video. I got a bunch of things to do today, so I'm just gonna wrap this up, because usually, like, if I wasn't just recording this for a video, or this is like actual client work, like I put some nice comments all in here, and then yeah, it'll be good. But for this, just because I have other things to do, I'm just gonna make a note here. I'll commit some of these changes, and then we're just gonna call it good. So let's just stage these. Upgraded from SMO 150 to 170 and .NET Framework version 4.6.0 to version 4.7.2. Okay, boom, done. Oh, I had a whip work in progress here. Do I want to squash these two? What did I do here? Oh, I just added the... Okay, so this one was switched to SMO NuGet package. Previously... SMO DLLs were directly linked. Were installed via SQL Server and linked to the application. Now they use the NuGet package. Sure, we can leave those two commits in there. Oh, that's fine. So, boom, boom. Oh, I removed the license section. Oh, because I probably put a license in there? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll deal with this later. So, yeah, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Again, if you found that useful, let me know by leaving comments down below, or sending an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com, SaturdayMP.com. If you liked what you saw here, yeah, feel free to link and share this with others if you think other people would find this useful or entertaining. If they're like, look at this dummy, it took him 3 hours to like update an app, just a couple references. Yeah, so feel free to share it or like it, all the things. Like when you like and subscribe to things, you know, it makes me feel better, but it also helps other people find it using the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that. And if you really like what I do here and you want to throw me a couple dollars, you could do that through the sponsor on GitHub. So you just go onto GitHub and then you can enter the amount that you want. And if you have an idea, I don't really have any like rewards or anything for any of these tiers. So if you're one of the first people to sign up, I guess second, I had one already who actually didn't have any suggestions either. If you have some suggestions, feel free to let me know, and maybe we could do something fun for one of these tiers. I have no idea what some of them would be, like links and readmes or shout outs in the videos or something like that, or yeah, I don't know, anything you think was useful. So but yeah, I hope you have a great, it's a rainy day here in Edmonton today, kind of cloudy, but I hope it's sunny where you are, and kind of rainy days are good too, because I got no plans to go outside today. I got a lot of work today before heading out to do some, I started doing martial arts again, so heading out to do that tonight, so no need for me to go outside today. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you again for spending your time watching this video, and I will catch you next week. Goodbye.